So here, guys, we're given information, and now I'm asking you, based on this information, tell me, can I make the following conclusions, yes or no? So what I want to do is I want to go through the given information and only mark what that given information means. So in the first one, it's telling me angle ABC is congruent to angle CBD. So I want to mark that. Angle ABC, remember we mark an angle with a little loop like that. So that angle ABC is congruent to angle CBD. I'm going to stagger this so they're not looking attached and put a loop like that. So in this problem, this is the only thing we know to be true, that these two angles based on the given information are congruent. So then we're going to say, okay, can we state these next things? Well, if angle ABC is congruent to angle CBD, would we be allowed to conclude the conclusion that ray BC has bisected angle ABD? Well, remember, what does it mean to bisect an angle? Create what? Two equal what? Because I didn't bisect a segment, I bisected an angle. So we should have two equal angles. Do we have two equal angles there? Yes. So has BC bisected ABD? Yes. All right, next one. Can we say angle ABD? Let's trace it. ABD. So they're looking at this big angle. Based only on the given information, nothing else, can we say angle ABD is a right angle? No, it didn't tell us anything to believe that. So even though it looks like a right angle, based on the given information, we can't make that conclusion. All right, would we be allowed to say that segment AB, so this segment right here, AB, is congruent to segment BD? Is there anything that leads us to make that conclusion? No. So this again is a no. Okay, so the given information for number 2 is saying that ray BA, who remembers what this symbol means? Caitlin? Good. What's the word that goes with this? You're right, though. Jonah? Perpendicular. So this is saying ray BA is perpendicular to ray BD. And Caitlin told us, what does that mean? That means where ray BA and BD meet, we have a right angle. All right, so now let's say, can we come based on that fact that ray BA and ray BD are perpendicular? Can I say that angle ABC, that's this angle right here, is congruent to angle CBD? Is there anything from that given information that should lead us to believe that those two angles are congruent? No, so this is a no. Can we say that angle ABD is a right angle? Yes. Oh, this was a new word. Who remembers what this word means? Good. Comp. It means complementary. What do complementary angles add to? Add to 90. Good. So they're saying angle ABC, which I'm going to call angle 1, angle ABC, which is angle 1 right here, is a complement to angle CBD, which I'm going to call angle 2, which means they add to 90. Is that a true statement? Yes. Do we see how this works? Okay. So here, I want you to mark what this means. It says B is the midpoint of AC. So go to your diagram, mark what that means, and then hold it up for me to check. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so if B is the midpoint of only segment AC, then we could say B is in the middle of AC, so AB and BC are congruent. That's our conclusion there. So now we're going to go and see, can we say the rest of this stuff? Can we say that AB and BC are congruent? Yes or no? Yes. Can we say that DE and EF are congruent? No. Can we say that BE, so they're saying this segment bisects the whole segment AC. So we got to remember, what does it mean to bisect? Split in two? Two. But I'm not bisecting an angle, I'm bisecting a segment. So should I get two segments? Yes. Did I get two equal segments here? Yes. So this is true. Can I say that BE, there's that word again, perpendicular to AC, which means they make right angles? Anything say that there were right angles there? No. So we can't say that that's true. That's no. It means where two lines cross to make right angles. Okay, so here we're saying, again, based on the given information, can we make these conclusions, yes or no? So it says diagram as shown, so we're just going off of the diagram. Can we say that angle 2 is congruent to angle 4? Yeah, what kinds of angles are those? Who remembers? It's the birds, you're right, Stella. Vertical angles. And are vertical angles always congruent? Yes. So this is a yes. Can we say that angle 1 is a supplement to angle 2? Yeah, who remembers, what do supplementary angles add to? Caitlin? 180 or a straight angle. Isn't angle 1 plus angle 2 make that full straight angle? So this is a yes. Can we say angle 3 is congruent to angle 4? So they're saying these two, angle 3 and angle 4. Could I say that those two are congruent? No. Can I say that angle 4 is a right angle? Can I just say it's a right angle? Did it give me anything to come to that conclusion? No. So this is again a no. Okay, I want you guys to try number 5 on your own and then hold it up for me. You didn't mark. Mark what it means. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Nope, because we're trisecting an angle. I mean, not an angle, sorry. We're trisecting the segment AD. So we shouldn't get angles. So let's look at this, guys. It's saying where your markings are great, your last two are correct, your first one should be a no. All right, let's look at this. So they're saying we're trisecting segment AD. So remember, the prefix tri means what? Like a triangle, a tricycle, tri means 3. So we're trisecting a segment. So that means I need 3 equal segments from that. So the first conclusion is saying, can I say angle AEB, this angle, congruent to angle BEC, this angle, congruent to this angle? Well, did they say anything about the angle? No. If they don't say anything about the angle, can I make conclusions about the angle? No. So this one's a no. But can we say that segment AB is congruent to segment BC, congruent to segment CD? Yes. And now the last one's a little bit trickier. It's saying B is the middle point of segment AC. So they're only looking from A to C. Well, if B is the middle point, that means it has to be equal on both sides of B. Is it equal on both sides of B? Yeah, so this is actually true. Yes. All right, try number 6. So now be very careful. This time we're bisecting an angle. This time we're bisecting an angle. Oh, wait, I don't know the answers. Hold on. Nope, we'll go over it. We'll go over it. I'm not going to tell you what you got wrong. We'll go over it. Anybody else want to show me? No, not all of them, just some of them. Okay, so here it says that DB bisects angle ADC. So what's the only angle that's getting bisected? Angle ADC. So when you bisect an angle, we should get how many congruent angles? 2. So look inside of D. Inside of D, do you see 2 angles? Yes, 3 and 4. So these, based on the given information, that's what's going to be congruent. So conclusion, angle 3 congruent to angle 4. Yes, I think the people I saw had that. Did it say anything about 1 and 2? No. So angle 1's congruent to angle 2. That's a no. Did it say anything about a bisected segment? No. So AB is not congruent to BC. Angle ABC is a straight angle. Aren't we allowed to assume straight angles? Does that look like a straight angle? So we could say, yes, it is a straight angle. And since angle ABC is a straight angle, is angle 1 a supplement to angle 2, meaning they add up to 180? Yes. And the last one is saying angle 3 is a complement to angle 4, meaning they add up to 90. Can I assume that 3 plus 4 equals 90? No. Okay, you guys try number 7 again on your own, and then we'll go over it. Oh, is it Leilani in track, cross country or something? Because they left early. Maybe that's why. We don't know. Perfect. Oh, I don't know the answers. Let's see. We'll just go over it step by step because I don't remember, haven't memorized the answers. I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to try their best with it, and then we'll go over it. I don't know the answers. We'll go over it, but your markings are good. All right. Let's go over this.
Just because something is a right angle doesn't mean that they're congruent, right?
If two angles are right angles, then they're going to be congruent.
Like, so if it just like this and it's a right angle, they're always going to be congruent.
I don't know what you mean. So, like, if they're complements, they're not always congruent.
Like if it's like that and then it's just a right angle, are those always?
These two?
Yeah, are they
No.
always?
Because this could be like 30 and this could be 60.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be congruent. They have to be complements, though. All right, let's go through this. BD bisects AC. So if BD bisects segment AC, that means we're going to get two equal segments right here. And everybody that showed me their markings got that good. Then it says, can we conclude that DE and EB are congruent? No, this was a no. Can we conclude that AE and EC are congruent? Yes. Can we say that E is the middle point of A to C? Absolutely yes. Can we say that E is the middle point of D to B? No, because we don't know anything about DB. It didn't tell us anything about DB, so this is a no. Can we say that angle AED, this is angle 1 right here, is congruent to angle BEC, angle 2 right here? Can we say that those two are congruent? We can, because they're what kinds of angles? Verticals. They're the birds. Are the birds kissing always congruent? Yes, the birds kissing are always congruent. So this is a yes. It's not really based off the given information, but it's still a true statement. Friday. Not Friday, Thursday, because you dropped Friday. Okay. Angle 3 is a complement to angle 4. What does that mean if angle 3 is a complement to angle 4? They add up to 90. So these two make a right angle. So is it safe to say that angle ABC is a right angle? Yes. Can I say that angle 3 is congruent to angle 4? No. Just because they add up to 90 doesn't mean they're congruent. Can't this be 30 and this be 60 and they add up to 90? It doesn't mean that they're congruent. Yes, Jack? Yeah. 3 more problems. All right, Sebastian, let's go through this one together. Ready? BD and BE trisect angle ABC. If you're going to trisect an angle, how many are you going to get? 3 separate angles. So then we look at the angle. It says angle ABC. So I'm going to trace it ABC. Now we look inside of B. Do you see 3 angles on the inside? What numbers are they? Yep. So these are going to be the 3 equal angles based on the given. So can we say angle 5 is congruent to angle 6 congruent to angle 7? Yes. Did it say anything about segments? No, it just said we trisected the angle. So I am not allowed to say that BA is equal to BD, which is equal to BE, which is equal to BC. That's wrong. So that's a no. Nothing about segments. Can we say that BE, so let's look, BE, this ray, bisects angle DBC? So if we're bisecting, what does the bi mean? We're going to get how many? 2. So did we split it into 2 equal angles there? Yes, so that's true. Yes.
It's like this says loading. It's freshman. Like,
yeah, it should. All right, 2 more. Jonah, let's do this one together. So it says angle ABC is a right angle. So we're going to go to ABC and we're going to mark it with a right angle. Based on that, can I say angle A is a right angle, Jonah? Angle A? No, good. No, we cannot. Would we be allowed to say that segment AB and segment BC are perpendicular? Yes, very good. Would we be able to say that angle 1 and angle 2 are congruent? No, they add to 90 doesn't mean they have to be congruent. Would we be able to say that segment AB and segment BC are congruent? No, they didn't say anything about the segments. Would we be allowed to say that angle 1 is a complement to angle 2? Yes, because complementary angles add up to 90. Very, very good, Jonah. Okay. Any volunteers that I haven't heard from today want to do number 11 with me? Bella? No. Maya? You want to do number 11? No. What's your name, Jasleen? No. What's your name? Luciana? Luciana, do you want to do it with me? No, why not? All right. Since nobody wants to volunteer to do it, everyone's going to do one part. So we'll start with Maya. Maya, if AC bisects DE, what does that mean? So bi means we're going to two, and since we're bisecting a segment, we're going to get two what? Well, if you bisect an angle, you get two angles. So if you bisect a segment, you have to get two segments. So now we're going to have if AC bisects DE. So here's DE. Do we see two segments that DE can turn into? Yep. DB and BE are going to be equal. All right, Jack, you're up. Can we conclude that AB and BC are equal? No. Congruent? No. Good. All right, Jack M., you're up. Can we conclude that DB and BE are congruent? Why? Equal parts. Yeah, we marked it because AC bisected DE. So yes, DB and BE will be congruent. Stella, can we say that B bisects DE? Yeah, because that's the point. That's splitting it. Can we say, Bella, can we say B is the middle point of, now be careful, now it's saying B is the middle point of AC. No, good. There's no reason we can make any conclusions about AC. No. I'll tell you this last one. F, G, and IH are parallel. We don't know. We're going to say no. We don't know anything about parallel lines. So that's a no. All right, that was the last one. You guys have homework today. I'll post it so you can finish it up before the end of class.